You must first leave. Man, what the hell? Invite me again, Beast.
No, just accept it and just leave franchise. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Alright, big thanks.
Y'all done fucked up. This nigga got a 98 speed.
Oh, fucking sleepy. Whew.
Bro, DK can't be this fast, bro.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
He's coming. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Take four.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
64, Rick.
Cousins gives way to Cook. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Hey, Steve 6. Here we go. Check, 55 to mine.
Stafford now to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now on 2nd and 13, Cousins. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Darius Slay with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Now this throw caught left side. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a give running right, it's Cook. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
Oh, you got wide.
3rd and long for Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Cousins on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Lions will take over. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
They run again on first down, Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run it with Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Bring it set. Blue 60. Here we go, D. All day defense.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get...
And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Play action now. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through it. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Cousins now setting up the screen for Cook. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Mike Daniels with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Cousins. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this down. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that
by
is
the time we have to leave the booth.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Chubb, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. Wide open. It's Marshall complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Taylor, his 11th touchdown of the year. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And again, it's Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Off of play action, here's Stafford. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First down, here's Cousins. Flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cousins. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. His throw caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
180. 54. Mike, 54. Push him back.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Lions on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.